about Covenant House.
Oh my god!
I want to talk about Covenant, and this is the thing. When they even showed us that there was a Covenant House, and they were divided from the townspeople in the Covenant House, and they allowed their daughter to decide to go to this home, which we'll talk about in a whole other video, because that makes me so angry. I'm just like, to me, the Covenant House was the ultimate setup for failure to occur. Even though there is ran by this strict woman, I don't even remember her name. She's so strict, and she's kind of.
Her name is Donna.
There you go. Donna. She's running the house. They have the windows boarded up and stuff. The thing about these demons or whatever they are, these spirits, is that they're always able to prey on the weakest individual and catch them at their weakest point to convince them to open the door or open the window. Yeah. And when you have the Covenant House like this, where you have dozens of people living in one location, you have to believe
that somebody is going to slip up. And remember, if you remember the episode back when Julie found the flowers outside, the guy has been putting flowers out there for that demon for a long time, just to get her to communicate with him. So he's lonely inside of that house, and he's gonna find, again, he is the weakest link apparently, because he's communicating with this monster, and he knows that it's a monster, right? And this is gonna bring me to another theory I have, but we're not talking about all of our theories. But it just to me, it just dawned on me, like, there's too many people in this house. Yeah. So
way too many people, and just really making you wonder, like, what was the thought process behind it. And I'm still also waiting for an explanation why they even had to be separated in the first place.
Right.
And maybe that's something that we'll get.
And then why you can't change your choice.
Change your choice. Yeah, very, very interesting stuff.
So you mean to tell me you allowed a minor to come live in this house, even as the leader, Donna, to say she made her choice and she's coming to live? That is weird.
Yeah. And then even, so let's quickly talk about, I want to talk about how the demon got in the house, but then I also want to talk about that character, this, what's the young lady's name that, what you call this boy, girlfriend?
Fatima Ellis.
Because something about her just rubs me the wrong way, and we'll talk about that in a second. So anyway, the demon convinces the man to let her in. He opens the window. Oh, will you be the only one to come in? Yeah, I'll just be the only one. And he lets this damn demon
in the house.
And the demon comes in, tongues him up a little bit, scratches his back, and not in a good way.
Oh God!
and kills him. And
then she wipes her mouth, and she goes and opens the window, and you see this very horrifying shot of all of these people coming, and they're not people, they're demons, but they're dressed like regular people coming out of the woods.
Just coming over.
It's just so
creepy.
Eerie.
It's creepy and eerie.
Because it's about to go down. Because it's not just 1 or 2 or 5 coming in. It's like so many. Whole one for each person.
and how they move so like slowly. Yeah. It's like just build up that anticipation. So they come in the house and they're just kicking ass, really killing everybody in the house. And this leads me to like just one of the things I was like, what is this Donna woman doing?
What is the exit strategy? There's
the worst exit strategy in the world.
So you mean to tell me you got a house full of people and you didn't think, you know what, one of these mofos might get drunk one day and trip and let somebody in? You mean to tell me that was the best exit strategy, emergency strategy you had? Victor and Julie are going out of the window on a rope. And like there's no basement or no like
and then the exit strategy is we're gonna all run outside where the demons are and crowd in like a 7-passenger van where there's like 50 people that live in the house.
Whoever gets to the van,
that's who makes it.
That's who makes it. It's like what?
I'm like, and for somebody as militant as she is, to me, I'm like, really though? So then they all get in the van and they end up driving.
Not everybody gets in the van, by the way.
Maybe, I don't know,
7
1/3 of the house, whatever. So they make it down there, and then they're driving down to the town,
to the sheriff's office.
as if the town wants them down there. Because you can't come down. No,
we don't do things like that. You shouldn't be here, right?
So just really interesting stuff. But then we have Jim and his daughter. They're Julie. They're running in the forest, doing crazy stuff, and he tells her to go in this tree.
Yeah, go in the tree. She gets in the tree, and she ends up in the. Was it the cellar?
Yeah.
The cellar. Yeah. So there's something going on with these trees, right?
So yeah, I mean, I feel like this episode they gave us so much, and we almost forgot to mention the fact that what's the young lady that works at the cafeteria that was trying to kill
Sarah.
Yeah. So she's been communicating with these demons, and the demons are trying to tell her to kill
subconsciously or something.
So just that whole situation there and how she has like this connection with them, really intriguing stuff.
Because she let them in. Remember, she opened the door and let them in.
Yeah, she let him in and kill
Kenny's dad.
Exactly. So just some really interesting stuff going on, and I'm really liking where they're going. I feel so invested in figuring out. I can't wait to see what the end product is going to be, like what's happening.
What is going on? I have a theory about what's going on,